Hi friends, I am Biswajit. Welcome to my YouTube channel Inside Space. Let me start with a question. In the past couple of years, while celebrating festivals, did you purchase something new? Have you traveled during the festive season? Do you usually cook something nice during festivals or you order? Many people eagerly wait for the upcoming sales in Amazon and Flipkart during the festive season. Where are you waiting to? You must be very happy if you wanted to buy something and you could actually buy it during the festival sale. And there must be many of you who wanted to buy something but for some reason or other you couldn't buy. So the question before us is whether our festivals have turned into shopping sales only. In this video we are going to discuss this with the help of some social theories and concepts. First of all, we will discuss the functions of festivals. Traditionally, what functions festivals served in society. Then we will bring in some theoretical concepts. And finally, we will deal with the implications. What are the gains and losses? What have we gained or lost as our way of celebrating festivals changed? And most importantly, what does this shift tell about us? What does this change say about our culture, our society, and us, the people? So let's start. Traditionally, festivals have deep cultural, spiritual, and social meaning. Festivals are markers of time. As Makar Sankranti approaches, we know that the winter is coming to an end. Or with the arrival of Durga Puja, we know that the rainy season is coming to an end. When we approach any festival, we know that 1 year has passed. Similarly, with festivals, we remember mythological stories. The cultural dimension of festivals is also important. Some festivals are associated with music, and some festivals are associated with cuisine. Our food culture is deeply associated with festivals. There are different food items we prepare and consume during different festivals. And in some festivals, we just fast. Many of these practices still persist, but our way of celebrating festivals is definitely changing. Now we are going to discuss those changes. Let's start with Émile Durkheim. Durkheim was one of the founders of sociology. He offered a beautiful idea concerning festivals. According to him, festivals and rituals are not just about gods or religion. In fact, festivals express the relationship between people and society. Durkheim regarded festivals as moments of collective effervescence. The word effervescence may sound a bit difficult, but the meaning is very easy. It just means bubbling up. When we open a bottle of cold drink, we observe this bubbling up. Similarly, energy and excitement bubbles up in society. Consider a cricket stadium. A batsman hits a six. Suddenly everyone gets excited. People get up from their seats, they scream, they create a collective noise. Their excitement bubbles up just like gas bubbles up when we open a cold drinks bottle. Durkheim said, when people come together to sing, to dance, and to pray together, something powerful happens that doesn't happen in ordinary day-to-day life. The crowd lifts up everyone from their ordinary lives. Think of the Jagannath Rath Yatra in Puri. Lakhs of people pull the chariot together, they chant together. Imagine the energy and excitement of that moment. Or consider the Ganga Aarti in Banaras. The bells, chants, flames move in rhythm and the entire ghat feels electrified. A bubbling energy sweeps through the crowd and makes people feel part of something larger than themselves. Individually, we may feel devotion, but together we experience a sacred energy that no single person could generate alone. Festivals remind us that society is bigger than any one individual. It creates solidarity. Next, we will discuss Victor Turner's idea of liminality. Victor Turner was an anthropologist. He said, festivals are liminal spaces. Liminal space, what does this mean? Liminal spaces are basically in-between spaces. You can see here the flow of time. Here festival comes, what we are calling here liminal space. Then again time flows naturally. The red rectangle that you see here represents the liminal space. Before the festival or the liminal space, there was order and rules, and after the festival, again the order and rules will come back. Only during the festival, you see, some rules and order are relaxed. For example, Holi, rich and poor, boss and servant, men and women, all throw colors. All break boundaries and even mock authority. For one day, order flips upside down before normal life returns. It reflects our saying, Bura na mano, Holi hai. Festivals allow role reversal and control chaos, jokes, satire, and disorder. Therefore, festivals don't just create solidarity, they also foster a sense of equality. Festivals act like pressure release. Society allows temporary disorder so that the larger systems remain stable thereafter. The temporary suspension of order actually strengthens society. Now let's talk about the contemporary situation. How we are celebrating our festivals today. Today's society is a capitalist society. So, it is not surprising that festivals are less about gods and more about goods. So, sales and shopping has become more important during festivals than gods and rituals. Festivals are time of widespread advertisements. During festivals, we see advertisements everywhere, from puja pandals to newspapers, from TV to internet, social media, everywhere. The biggest sale of the year comes during the festivals. We are encouraged to purchase new smartphones, electronics, jewelry, and cars and bikes. You may have observed during Christmas, some malls are decorated much more than churches. Nowadays, every festival is celebrated with much spectacle and glamour. The sacredness of festival gets hidden among this spectacle and glamour. In this context, one concept of Karl Marx is very relevant. He warned us about commodity fetishism. So, what is commodity fetishism? A fetish is a belief that an object has magical or spiritual power. We forget the social relationships and human labor that went into making those products. We just get enchanted by the objects. For example, branded shoes. We think they are cool. We also think designer glasses, designer bags make us more prestigious. We also think expensive phones and gadgets indicate our social status. So, in a way, we start worshipping the products themselves. In capitalism, people always think that products or objects have magical power. It's not something new. But during festivals, commodity fetishism gets intensified and economically massive. Shopping during festivals gets a kind of legitimacy. For example, new phones are launched during festival time, and many of us wait very eagerly for those launches. Advertisements tell us that we should buy gold jewelry and cars. They advertise it as the true way to show love. Festivals provide the cultural and religious rationale for buying goods. For example, it is said that buying gold during Diwali is associated with Mahalakshmi and prosperity. Brands exploit such beliefs, so commodity fetishism appears normal. Festivals are socially sanctioned moments of excess. People think during festivals it is okay to buy expensive gifts, to upgrade phones, or buy something new. What is interesting to note here is the ritualization of shopping. Shopping itself has become a ritual during festivals. Every festival has its own way of celebration. But now, shopping has become an integral way of many festivals. If we are not buying something new and attractive, we do not feel like we have celebrated a festival. Max Weber's idea of rationalization is also relevant here. Rationalization basically means a process wherein tradition, emotions, and values are replaced with calculation, efficiency, and rules. Modern life becomes functional not because of intimate relationships but rules and order. Think of banking. In earlier days, it was likely that the bank staff was familiar with you as well as your family members. In case you were not able to visit the bank, your son or daughter could just go to the bank and withdraw money. These days, we are dependent on ATM and mobile apps for banking. ATM and apps follow certain procedures. They are fast and efficient but lack human emotions. So, this is rationalization. Rationalization makes life more predictable, but it also makes life less warm and less spontaneous. Weber called this the iron cage of modernity. Let's see how rationalization works during festivals. Earlier, families used to prepare sweets during festivals. Most members of families, in some way or the other, used to contribute in this process. We used to distribute sweets among our neighbors. We also used to take those sweets with us when we visit our friends and relatives. Now, in 2 clicks, we can order whatever sweet we want. And just 2 clicks are enough to send sweets to anyone we want. This process is very convenient. But it lacks the warmth of human relations. Most importantly, festivals have become an arena for showing off what you have. Sociologist Pierre Bourdieu talked about cultural and economic capital. The things we own, the tastes we sow, and the way we spend, all these things become signals of our position in society. During festivals, people compete in a way to show off how much cultural and economic capital they have. Are you gifting sweets purchased from a local shop or from a five-star hotel? Do you get cheap, ordinary things in gift or gold coins? Do you prefer to wear ordinary clothes or purchase some expensive ethnic wear? Do you manage with a few firecrackers or you just buy the whole shop? Do you just light a few diyas to decorate your home during Diwali? Or you light up thousands of LEDs to decorate your house and brighten the whole street? Similarly, we see competition among puja committees and communities. Which committee has the biggest puja pandal? Who has spent how much? How loud is the DJ during Visarjan? All these things become a matter of competition. So it is wrong to assume that festivals just involve religious rituals. A lot of things happen during the festivals. So, what are the implications of the changes in the way in which we celebrate our festivals? What are the gains and losses? Overall speaking, most gains are economic. Business is good during festivals. A lot of transactions happen. Big companies sell a lot of products. Local artisans and small businesses also sell a lot of their products. But the recent shift in our celebration of festivals has a negative side too. Festivals are sacred times. Now, the sacred time has turned into a commercial season. Festivals once had clear ritual rhythms, a day, a night, a cycle in the sacred calendar. Now the season begins not with rituals but with advertisements. Durga Puja begins when the first shopping offer is announced, not when the priest chants. The sacred is stretched and diluted into sale periods. Second, celebration can become pressure. Festivals once meant sharing what you had, even if modest. Today they risk turning into competitions. The joy of togetherness sometimes slips into the stress of keeping up. In conclusion, let's talk about the big picture. The thing is, festivals mirror society. When society was agrarian, festivals reflected agriculture. With the increase in religious dominance, festivals reflected more and more rituals, faith, beliefs, and so on. So it is unsurprising that today's festivals reflect brands, business, and sales more than gods and rituals. Because today's society is a consumer society. The ideal of our era is consumerism. But this is not to ask whether we should be buying goods during festivals. In earlier days also, buying things during festivals was very common. Many of us used to buy their clothes only during festivals. We used to buy new goods from the melas that were held during festivals. So the real question is, to what extent should we allow the market to reshape the meaning of our festivals? Who should set the condition of how we should be celebrating festivals? Us or the market? Most importantly, should we not draw a line between celebration and consumption? If we equate celebration with consumption, it will be a mistake. If you have liked this video, please comment and subscribe this channel. You can also write in the comment box if you want me to discuss some other social theory in easy terms. And once again, many wishes of the festive season. Thank you.